More balls, more cousins, more awesomely awkward Japanese tropes. I'm Jen and this is Katamari Forever for the PlayStation 3. Last week we cracked the Katamari egg and let its gooey innards drip all over CGR Undertow, making us feel warm inside, but also very slimy and like we may need a bath. Thankfully, playing Katamari Forever also gives me that same awesomely awkward feeling. Katamari Forever was initially released in July of 2009, making its way out of Japan and into North America 2 months later. Following the 360 exclusive release of Beautiful Katamari, developer and publisher Namco Bandai seems to have taken a note from critics and came back full force with an impressive and hefty addition to the series. Combining levels from past Katamari titles along with a bevy of new environments, this title comes with 34 levels to explore, which is huge in comparison to past Katamari titles. The nostalgia levels alone outnumber the original set of levels in the first Katamari game. It's another crazy problem in the world of Katamari. The king, in an effort to outdo his son, has bashed his head on a meteorite and now has a terrible case of amnesia. The cousins all get together and create a Robo-King to rule in the king's place, and as history is known to repeat itself, Robo-King destroys all the stars in the sky. So it's back to square one and time once again to play as the ever-adorable prince, or any of his cousins, in an effort to restore the stars to the night sky. Okay, so the amount of crazy back and side story in this game is a little overboard. I acknowledge that the weirdness may be forced at this point, but seeing as how the king's awkward monologues managed to spawn a cult following of men with goatees and purple tights, I can't blame them for infusing this with a whole new level of creep. It garners laughs from me, and in general, I do spend my time giggling during gameplay. For those who have missed out on the how-to plays in the past, it's all very simple. Push around a giant sticky ball using the dual analog sticks and complete objectives within a time limit such as make it huge, make it expensive, collect constellations, beef up your sumo wrestler, etc, etc. You can see nothing is really off the table when it comes to Katamari. Something I've always loved about the Katamari games is even though the game is constantly telling you that your Katamari is paltry and you obviously didn't try hard enough, when you happen to not complete an objective, it doesn't really feel like failing. Replaying a level has yet to feel like a chore to me, and believe me, I have failed many a level in my time. The game is so glorious. It's beautiful, incredibly detailed, vibrant, and with the game coming to us via the newer generation of systems, we get the clarity and impact originally intended from the start. The pop-up menu design is a great improvement and very striking while being simple to navigate and easy to get right into the thick of things. I feel like the bump up in quality of graphics is the main draw of this title. New objectives attempt to set this apart from prior Katamaris, but overall the game feels exactly the same. That isn't a bad thing, as I've said before, I believe Katamari Damacy to be splendid in its simplicity. The nostalgia levels are just spectacular. They have a point, albeit an odd one, which is to restore the king's memories by beating these levels from Katamari's past. Whatever the reasoning, nothing is more satisfying than seeing these original levels that I remember being so polygonal and basic transformed into a high-def version I can enjoy all over again. I would have gladly purchased a reboot of the original game on a new-gen console, but packaged with a whole new set of levels just feels like a bonus. I recommend picking up this title if you are Katamari curious or if you have ever enjoyed a past Katamari title. If you hate Katamari, this is more of the same, just with better graphics, so you won't find anything new to draw you to the series. Overall, I think this is a testament to the original attitude and design of the first Katamari, infused with the charm and wonderful music you've come to expect from these titles. So pull your sticky ball out of retirement and get ready for constant paternal disappointment with Katamari Forever.